April 5, 2025, we are at the International Airport of Denpasar, Bali, boarding our Qantas flight bound for Sydney, Australia. The trip will last approximately 6 hours. The flight will take place overnight. We are staying at the Ibis Hotel in Darling Harbour. We will spend 3 days and 3 nights in Sydney before embarking for Hawaii. We know the city very well and will be happy to share our experiences in this charming city. Darling Harbour is a vibrant waterfront precinct located adjacent to Sydney's central business district. Once a bustling port, it has been transformed into a premier destination for entertainment, dining, and cultural experiences. Attractions you can find in this charming place of Sydney. Australian National Maritime Museum. You can explore Australia's maritime history through exhibits and historic vessels. SEA Life Sydney Aquarium. You to discover a diverse array of marine life, including sharks, rays, and tropical fish. Wildlife Sydney Zoo. Encounter native Australian animals such as koalas, kangaroos, and crocodiles. Madame Tussauds Sydney. Get up close with lifelike wax figures of celebrities and historical figures. Chinese Garden of Friendship. Experience tranquility in this traditional garden, featuring ponds, waterfalls, and pavilions. Dining and entertainment. Darling Harbour offers a plethora of dining options, from casual eateries to upscale restaurants, many with waterfront views. The area also hosts various events and festivals throughout the year, adding to its lively atmosphere. Recent developments. In recent years, Darling Harbour has seen significant enhancements, including the opening of the International Convention Centre Sydney in December 2016 and ongoing developments such as the transformation of the Harbourside Shopping Centre. We head towards Sydney's central business district, and in particular Hyde Park, where we will have the starting point on this tour. Sydney's central business district is the main commercial, financial, and economic hub of the city, and one of the most prominent in the Asia-Pacific region. Here's a quick overview of what makes it tick: location and layout. Situated on the northern shore of Sydney Harbour, the CBD extends southward from Circular Quay down to Central Station. Bordered by Darling Harbour to the west and the Royal Botanic Garden to the east. Hyde Park. Officially dedicated as public parkland in 1810, making it Australia's oldest park. Size, about 16.2 hectares, 40 acres. Divided into northern and southern sections, separated by Park Street. Here are two of the most important landmarks within or near Hyde Park: Anzac Memorial. Location, southern end of Hyde Park, near Liverpool Street. Purpose: the Anzac Memorial is New South Wales' principal war memorial, dedicated to the soldiers of the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, Anzacs, who served in World War I and in subsequent conflicts. Design: built in an Art Deco style and completed in 1934, it's striking in appearance with its clean lines, sculptures, and symbolic design. Inside, the memorial houses the Hall of Silence, where a bronze sculpture called The Sacrifice lies, depicting a fallen soldier held by his mother, sister, and wife with a child at their feet. Reflection pool: just outside the memorial is a long, still pool that reflects the building, designed to evoke contemplation and remembrance. Archibald Fountain, northern end. Donated in 1932 by J.F. Archibald to honor the relationship between France and Australia during World War I. Features Greek mythological figures like Apollo, Diana, and Pan, with beautifully flowing water and bronze sculptures. Probably the park's most famous feature. Sandringham Memorial Garden. Also known as the Nagoya Gardens, after Sydney's Japanese sister city, a quiet, serene garden filled with flowers and peaceful paths. St. Mary's Cathedral. Location, eastern side of Hyde Park, just across College Street. Significance, St. Mary's is the spiritual heart of Sydney's Catholic community and one of the finest examples of English-style Gothic Revival architecture in the Southern Hemisphere. Art Gallery of New South Wales, AGNSW. Location, just southeast of the Royal Botanic Garden, near the Domain. Style, neoclassical building with a sleek modern extension, Sydney Modern Project. Collection, Australian, Aboriginal, Asian, and European art. Contemporary exhibitions and international touring shows. Free general admission, with some paid exhibits. A 30-hectare oasis of themed gardens, rare plants, rainforest walkways, and sweeping lawns. Incredible views of the Harbour Bridge, Opera House, and Farm Cove. Popular spots include Palm Grove, the Rose Garden, Succulent Garden, the Calyx, a glasshouse and exhibition space with rotating plant-based art displays, nestled on the edge of Sydney Harbour, right next to the Sydney Opera House. Easily accessible from Circular Quay and the CBD. Great for walking, photography, picnics, or just escaping city life. Hosts seasonal events like light installations, e.g. Vivid Sydney, and garden tours. The Sydney Opera House is one of the most iconic and distinctive buildings in the world. Here's a quick overview, situated on Bennelong Point in Sydney Harbour, close to the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Architecture, designed by Danish architect Jorn Utzon. Famous for its sail-like shells or wave-shaped design. Construction started in 1957 and was completed in 1973. Utzon won an international design competition in 1957. Purpose: it's a multi-venue performing arts center, hosting opera, ballet, theater, symphony concerts, contemporary music and other events. Facts: officially opened on October 20, 1973, by Queen Elizabeth II. UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2007. Over 8 million people visit each year. Cool trivia: the roof is made up of over 1 million ceramic tiles. Construction was originally expected to take 4 years, but took 14. Utson resigned from the project before it was completed and didn't return to Australia to see it finished. Sydney Harbour Bridge, the coat hanger. Location, spans Sydney Harbour, connecting the Sydney Central Business District, CBD, with the North Shore. Construction and design, opened on March 19, 1932. Designed by Dorman Long & Co. Ltd., a British firm. Chief Engineer, John Bradfield. It's a steel-through arch bridge, often nicknamed the coat hanger due to its arch shape. Key stats, total length, 1,149 meters, 3,770 feet. Arch span, 503 meters, 1,650 feet. Height, 134 meters, 440 feet, from top to water. We will board the ferry to Pierman to reach our hotel. There are several stops en route in the various neighborhoods on the shores of Sydney's immense bay. Sydney's ferry services are an integral part of the city's public transportation network, offering both residents and visitors a scenic and efficient means of navigating the harbour and its tributaries. Sydney Ferries Network, operated by Transdev Sydney Ferries under contract with Transport for NSW, the network encompasses 10 key routes connecting various destinations across Sydney Harbour and the Parramatta River, a total of 38 wharves, including major hubs like Circular Quay, facilitating seamless transfers between ferries, trains, and buses.